I'm going to start off by moisturizing my skin with my Olay Fresh Effects BB Cream. And I just apply this all over my face like I would a moisturizer. And my skin's really dry, so this really helps the foundation go on really smooth and blends it out very well. And for primer, I'm using a TEMPTU primer. And I'm just putting that all over my face right on top of the moisturizer. And even bringing down some onto my neck area. And I'm going to use my favorite primer at the moment, and it's by Pixi. It's called the Eye Bright Primer. I'm going to put it all over my lids and up to the brow bone. And of course underneath the lash line as well, because I put some eyeshadow under there as well. And I really like it because it acts as a concealer as well. It covers up everything and really gives me a nice good base, and it's a little bit dry so the eyeshadows don't stick to it. And then I'm just going to smooth everything out with my fingers. You want a really thin layer. And the first color that I'm going to use is by MakeupGeek, and this one is called Creme Brûlée. And I'm going to put that in the crease, and this is just going to be my transition color. It's going to smoke everything out and also give me some warmth. And I'm using a really big blending brush for this. At first I thought this brush was really big and way too big for my eyes, but it actually blends out the eyeshadows very well and makes everything really smooth. And it does all the work for me. And now I'm going to go in with this darker brown. This one is called Cocoa Bear, and it's also a matte. And now I'm going to switch over to a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to mainly focus the color on the outer edge of my eyelid and a little bit into the crease. And I switched over to a smaller blending brush so that the color stays mainly in the crease. I don't want it to overlap over the creme brulee. And now I'm going to take a smidge of this Corrupt eyeshadow by MakeupGeek. And this is super powerful stuff, so you just really want the tiniest amount. And I'm using a really small brush for this. And I'm just going to start placing it in the outer corner of my eye. You really want to make sure that you get that winged look. So I'm just tapping it on there. And at first I just want to put it in the area that I want, and then I'll go in and blend it later. So now I'm going to go in with a blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out the outer edges of that black. And this might take a while because it is so potent. It does take a while for it to be smudged out and really blended, so just be patient with it. But it is really awesome. I love this black. So you kind of want to just take your time with it and blend it out. Make sure everything looks really soft. And make sure that it's the blackest on the outer part of your lid. And now I'm going to go in with this color here. This is the first shimmer color that I'm going to use, and this one is called Shimma. And I'm taking a eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pat that on. And you can see here that this eyeshadow here just brings the whole look together. So I'm just going to pat it on and then kind of place it over the black. And you want to stay underneath the crease with this. So you see that when you place it over that black that was smudged out, it kind of takes on a gray, like a shimmery gray color. And it's really frosty, closer towards the tear duct. And now I'm going to go in with my gel eyeliner. This is by L'Oreal Infallible Gel Eyeliner. And I'm just going to create a cat eye winged look, just like I always do. You want to make sure that you get most of the gel eyeliner right at the root of your lashes. You don't want to see any skin showing through with this look because it is a smoky eye. And now I'm going to put on my favorite false lashes. These are by Red Cherry number 43. And some mascara. And now I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is by Kat Von D, the Lock It Tattoo Foundation. I'm in the shade Light 48. And I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush for this. And I really like to blend it out on the side of my face first. And just kind of go around my face working little by little. This ensures that I don't use too much product. And it also makes sure that everything looks flawless and really blended. And also because this foundation kind of dries really fast, so you have to work with it very quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I'm using my Pro Longwear by MAC. This is in the shade NW20. And I don't know if you can tell, but I don't put any foundation in this area specifically because I'm going to conceal it, so I don't like to overlap products if it's not necessary. And then you could put some down the bridge of your nose. And if you have any left over, you can always put it a little bit on your forehead and around your nostrils to hide any redness. And then I'm just going to pat it and blend it out with a Sonia Kashuk foundation brush. And now I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit, one of my favorites. I'm going to use this powder here. And I'm just going to set that concealer. This sets it, and this also makes it really matte underneath the area so you don't look shiny. And now I'm going to go back in with some Creme Brulee, and I'm place that underneath my lower lash line, and you really want to be patient and smudge it out. Make sure that it's really soft and smoky. And then I'm going to take some of that Corrupt eyeshadow, and again just take the smallest amount, and I'm really pushing it into the lash line and smoking it out. And here I'm just taking a larger brush to smoke it out even more so it's not so precise. I don't want it to look like a line. And now I'm going in with my Kardashian Beauty eyeliner. This one is Noir Film or Film Noir, one of those two, and I'm just going to put it in the waterline. And then I'm going to take that brush and smudge it down onto the eyeshadow, just so that you don't see any harsh lines. I want it to look really soft and smoky. And then all that is left to do is put some mascara on your lower lash line. Here I'm using my CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara. And now we can finish the rest of the face. I'm going to take this color here, and I'm just going to start contouring my face. And I just take a contour brush from Real Techniques, and I'm putting that in the hollows of my cheeks and around the hairline. And then I even put some on the side of the forehead. And then I'm taking this color here, which is a little bit darker, and I'm just going to intensify the first part of the contour. I'm not going to go all the way down with this. I'm just really going to chisel out that cheekbone. So you can see here that I start right at the very top of my ear and then kind of stop halfway. And now I'm taking the shade in the center, which is the least pigmented. It is a really, really soft contour, and I'm going to use that to contour the sides of my nose. And for blush, I'm using Kat Von D's Bellisima, and it's a really nice peachy color. It's very, very soft, and I'm just going to put that on the sides of my cheeks. I'm going to start kind of on the apples and then just work towards the hairline. And then I'm going to go back to the contour kit and use the highlight from the kit. And I'm going to put that on the tops of my cheekbones and work it all the way back towards the temples. And then you want to put a little bit on the bridge of your nose as well as on the Cupid's bow. And this is just going to give you a really nice glow. And then for lips, I just use my LimeCrime Coquette lipstick. And then I'm just going to put on some NYX Butter Gloss in the color Creme Brûlée right on top of that. And this is the completed look. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. If you ever recreate any of my looks, please tag me on Instagram, #Jessin21, so I can see your pics and like them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.